Welcome. Please welcome the Director of the United States Department of Energy Solar Decathlon, Mr. Richard King.
Yeah. Hello. Good morning. Thank you all for coming. It's so great to see you all here. Are you excited? Yeah. Well, as you know, we're going to announce the final jury contest, the engineering contest, the final 100 points for this contest. And then we're going to announce the top 3 overall finishers of the U.S. Department of Energy Solar Decathlon 2015. So decathletes, are you ready? Yeah. All right. So to help us with our celebration today, we have a few special guests. Our first guest is Dr. Stephen Choi, Mayor of the City of Irvine. Yeah. Mayor Choi has served as Irvine's mayor since 2012. He has had a lifelong passion of quality education. This passion is shown brightly through his great support of the Solar Decathlon in 2013 and today. So thank you and welcome Mayor Choi.
Thank you, Mr. King, and good morning, everyone. I don't see the excitement yet. Are you all happy to be here? Time to meet, time to celebrate. Today is a celebration of all the victors. And then as far as I'm concerned, you are all victorious. All the smiling faces that I am so happy to see, but I'm sure some of you are very, very tired. Are you? Oh, I can imagine. For several days you've been working so hard, but you are here today to celebrate all the fine work you have done, and you should feel, no matter what the result will be, you should feel victorious yourself. Right. For a straight time, the City of Irvine has the pleasure and an honor of hosting this wonderful U.S. Department of Energy Solar Decathlon. And it is our turn to thank you for the opportunity and the wonderful opportunity to meet all of you here. I would like to now shortly introduce our City Council members who are here. I hope you will briefly stand. Councilmember Christina Shea, Councilmember Beth Crum, Councilmember Lynn Schott, and I would like to speak a lot longer, but I was told the time is very, very tight, so I'm going to follow my script. And now, students, as the twilight of the Solar Decathlon 2015 arrives, I wish you all the best in your endeavors. I know you will succeed, because if you can succeed here, you will be well on your way anywhere. Good luck to all of you, and until we see you again, adios and goodbye. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mayor Choi. We are pleased to be guests in the city of Irvine here in Orange County Great Park. Thank you for your generous hospitality today, this year, and in 2013. You know, decathletes, when we first met 3 weeks ago, I said it was your time to shine, and you did. You've had the time of your life and shined so brightly you turned into stars. Now, I don't need to go on stroking you too much. You know what you're capable of and what you accomplished. You're not the type to just skate through life. We've seen you in action and now have higher expectations for your continued leadership. leadership qualities our nation needs. In a minute, someone's going to win, but you know that ultimately we all win. It took all of you to make a village and accomplish the competition and to make it a success. Thank you for your dedication and hard work, and most importantly, your creativity and new ideas. But look how few you are when we have so much work to do. So the department is making plans for a new class of decathletes to enter our next Solar Decathlon in 2017. I also want to say how excited we are about the international expansion of the Solar Decathlon. There will be an event in South America, it's called the Solar Decathlon Latin America, this December, and you heard yesterday that a Solar Decathlon in China will be held in 2017. And we're really excited to facilitate the first ever Solar Decathlon in the Middle East. And the best of all, yes. Best of all, we have the person responsible for the vision and foresight to bring the Solar Decathlon to the city of Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. It gives me great pleasure to introduce His Excellency Saeed Mohammed Al Tayer, Vice Chairman of the Dubai Supreme Council of Energy and the Managing Director and CEO of the Dubai Electricity and Water Authority.
Thank you. Your Excellency, Dr. David Danielson, Assistant Secretary for the Energy Efficiency and Renewable Energy, Dr. Stephen Chow, Mayor of the City of Irvine, Richard King, Director, Solar Decathlon. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. On behalf of Dubai Supreme Council of Energy and Dubai Electricity and Water Authority, I would like to thank the Department of Energy in organizing such successful event, and we are glad to be with you today at the final award ceremony of the Solar Decathlon USA. We are working to achieve the vision of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE and ruler of Dubai, to establish Dubai as a global hub for sustainability and innovation, supporting UAE Vision 2021 to make the United Arab Emirates among the best countries in the world, and the Dubai Plan 2021 to propel Dubai to be among the world's greatest cities. We launched the Dubai Integrated Energy Strategy 2030, which involves securing sustainable supply of energy and enhancing the efficient use of water, power, and fuel. Dubai has made a considerable progress in providing renewable energy as a result of programs and initiatives. We believe that solar power is the key source of renewable energy to meet the projected demand. By 2030, DEWA intends to generate 15% of its total power output from the solar energy. This means that the installed capacity will need to grow to 3,000 megawatts by then. All this solar power will be developed over a large area in Mohammed bin Rashid Solar Park. This initiative is a flagship of our renewable energy focus in Dubai. This includes commercial solar deployment, academic initiative, a research and development center, an innovation center, and a large number of future partnership opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, in addition to the solar park, DEWA is establishing the foundation for the market for residential and commercial solar system installed on rooftops, which we call Shams Dubai initiative. Shams Dubai, sun in Arabic. To support this, we are also developing appropriate regulatory framework, policy, and laws to facilitate a competitive market. The DEWA Smart Grid strategy has an estimated $2 billion investment, and the strategy includes various individual programs ranging from advanced metering and asset management to ITC, infrastructure development, electrical vehicles, and distributed energy resources. Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeking innovative way to attract international interest and foster national growth. to drive Dubai's knowledge economy and advance our efforts on research and development. It is with a background and challenging future ahead of us that we identify the opportunity of promoting the internationally recognized solar decathlon in our region. It is a great to be here and to share the passion of all of the teams here today. Sustainability can become a reality, adapting and integrating new technology to make a comfortable living. DEWA is not provides water and electricity to the people of Dubai, but also energy management and means for comfortable living through our strategic initiative. Bringing solar decathlon to our region will take our future closer to our people. I would like to present some highlights of the solar decathlon Middle East that followed our agreement with the U.S. Department of Energy. Dubai will be hosting the event in October 2018 and 2020, and I would like to invite all international teams to prepare their project and proposal under the theme of sustainable living in the Middle East. Thank you. The 10 contests will follow the lines those in previous edition of the competition. These contests will have the necessary customization to channel the teams to adapt their design to the heat, dust, and high humidity that we experience during part of the year. Architecture is one of the main contests, together with the engineering and construction that set the technical basis of the proposal. Energy management will test the project toward sustainable future and allowing the same time high comfort condition in daily living. The environment, acoustic, both internal and external, reveal one of the future requirements for sustainable living. We will look forward to seeing the project implemented in the future in ever-growing city, and the house functioning and its affordability will open the door to these developments. Now, sustainability is a key in our region, and the integration of the design with our environment and resources will allow for years ahead of happiness and comfort. In a land marked by desert condition, but with the diverse flora and fauna and international agriculture operations, the integration of vegetation into the design will support the service to stay cool under high heat conditions. For a project to be successful, it doesn't only need to be good to meet the challenges, it is need also to be communicate to the society how it will provide the sustainable living we all require. And finally, innovation as the contest where creativity is as a tool in research and development bring the ideas into physical project with a direct return to the society. In conclusion, I will look forward to seeing you all in Dubai, United Arab Emirates 2018 and 2020 and work together to make the program successful by engaging university and students together to build knowledge and base platform. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency. We'll enjoy watching the development of the Solar Decathlon Middle East and, of course, follow the competition as it occurs. Now I'd like to introduce our next speaker, the U.S. Department of Energy Assistant Secretary for Energy Efficiency and Renewable Energy, Dr. David Danielson. Dr. Danielson leads the DOE Office of Energy Efficiency and Renewable Energy. He oversees a broad energy portfolio to accelerate the United States' transition to a clean energy economy. He is also a widely published scientist with a PhD in materials science and engineering from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Assistant Secretary, we'd like to thank you for your leadership and support of the Solar Decathlon, and we're honored to have you here today. And decathletes, you know, I know you are some of the hardest working people I've ever seen, but you've met your match. Dr. Danielson is one of the hardest working people in the Department of Energy. Please welcome Dr. Danielson.
All right, well, good morning, Solar D. Guys fired up. Well, thanks, Richard, for that kind introduction. And as Richard mentioned, I run the U.S. Department of Energy's Office of Energy Efficiency and Renewable Energy, where I lead the country's research, development, and demonstration efforts in some technologies I think you know a little bit about. In sustainable transportation, we invest in electric vehicles and renewable power technologies like solar, and in next generation, affordable, beautiful, efficient buildings and homes. So I think that those technologies are a little bit familiar to it. I think I'm probably in the right place today because of that. Every year, my office invests $2 billion in brilliant innovators like you to reduce the energy bills for American families and businesses, to cut climate pollution, and to create American leadership in the global clean energy economy, which is the greatest economic opportunity of the 21st century. I want to start by recognizing the tremendous leadership of Richard King, without whom there would be no Solar Decathlon. And I think as is lore now, we know Richard created the Solar Decathlon back in 2002, and every year it has just gotten better and better and better. And what I've seen today completely validates that it's as good as it's ever been. Let's again give Richard a huge round of applause that he greatly deserves. I also want to thank Mayor Stephen Choi and the city of Irvine, California, for their leadership and for being such great hosts for two phenomenally successful Solar Decathlon events, both in 2013 and here today. And I also want to thank and recognize His Excellency Saeed Mohammed Al Tayer from Dubai and the United Arab Emirates for his foresight and leadership in launching the next major expansion of the Solar Decathlon internationally into the Middle East. And Your Excellency, with your long-term vision and your nation's emerging leadership in clean energy, I expect that your government and your organization will be playing an even more important role going forward, investing in the exciting new energy startups that I'm sure are going to come out of the Solar Decathletes in the years ahead. So decathletes, you should be sure to get His Excellency's business card on the way out. I really can't tell you how excited I am to be here today. I got a chance to see some of the houses this morning, and I'm absolutely blown away by the beautiful, affordable, efficient, grid-connected, solar-powered homes that you guys have built through your blood, sweat, and tears over the last 2 years, and a lot of laughs, too, I think. But perhaps more important, I'm totally blown away by the inspiring and inspired, brilliant young people that I've had the chance to meet. You, the student leaders, who are going to deliver a clean energy future to the world and who are going to completely transform our global energy economy in the process. And let me tell you, there could not be a better time, a more important or a more auspicious time for you to devote your life to a career in clean energy than there is now. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that today. Clean energy and climate, if you take a broad view on the clean energy and climate situation, these are really the defining challenges of our time and the defining challenges of your generation. This past year, the world surpassed 400 parts per million of CO2 in our atmosphere for the first time in modern history, which is a whopping 40% above pre-industrial levels. This past July was the hottest month the world has ever seen since we started keeping temperature records way back in 1880. And the first 7 months of 2015 were the hottest on record as well. And the effects of climate change are no longer some abstract concept way out in the future. More and more, whether it's the historic 4-year drought we're seeing here in California, or the record rate of wildfires we're seeing in the American West, I think we're seeing indications of what's in store for us if we don't act now and act boldly as it relates to our climate. The world's best scientists have together now clearly determined that we absolutely must reduce our greenhouse gas emissions by more than 80% by 2050 to avoid the most damaging impacts of climate change. And let me tell you, this will be no simple task. There are 7.2 billion people on planet Earth today, and the United Nations expects us to have about 10 billion people on the planet by the middle of the century, by 2050. And even more, a majority of these people don't even have access to modern energy services today and are going to need to use a lot more energy to pull themselves out of poverty and improve their quality of life to the quality of life that we have. By some estimates, each of those 10 billion people in 2050, you got to listen to this, will be using on average more than 4 times more energy than we use on average today. So that's the challenge. But there are a number of reasons for us to be tremendously optimistic about our clean energy future. And I'm here to tell you again that there could be no better time than now for you to start a career in clean energy. As I was thinking about it, I'm kind of jealous of you decathletes because I wish I were starting my career in clean energy right now because the opportunity is so great. Thanks to the amazing work by innovators across the globe, including you, our solar decathletes, we're rapidly approaching an exciting inflection point where clean energy is becoming cost-effective without subsidies in more and more corners of the world. We've seen dramatic declines and rapid deployment growth in just over the last few years in a wide variety of clean energy technologies, many of which are in your beautiful homes that you've built. Wind power costs have come down by more than 90% since 1980, and last year the U.S. reached more than 60 gigawatts of wind power capacity, which is more than 2.5 times what we had before the president took office. And just since 2008, solar power costs have dropped by more than 60%. And U.S. Solar installations have grown more than 25 times over that time period as well. In fact, in many parts of the country, wind and solar are now the cheapest form of energy, cheaper than any other form of energy. And the long-term global policy landscape for clean energy, which needs to be there for us to succeed, has never been more promising either, thanks in large part to President Obama's leadership. Leading up to the United Nations climate talks that you may know about in Paris next month, a big deal, the leaders of critically important nations like the United States, China, India, Brazil, and many others have made bold commitments to dramatically reduce their greenhouse gas emissions in the years and in the decades ahead. Here in the U.S., the President has put in place his bold clean power plan that will require a more than 30% reduction in CO2 emissions from our power sector by 2030, which is going to require a lot more deployment of the great technology that you have in the houses that you have built. And that's in addition to having put in place the most aggressive automotive fuel economy standards in our nation's history that will require our new cars to be more than twice as efficient in 2025 as they are today. So we're in the best position that we've ever been to solve our climate challenges, but let me tell you, there is still a lot of work to do. In the U.S., wind is still only about 5% of our electricity, solar is a little less than 1%, and less than 1% of our new cars today that are sold are electric vehicles. There's a tremendous need and a tremendous opportunity for impact in the decades in front of us. We are going to need a whole lot more clean energy. If you look, although we've had a lot of growth, the global clean energy market's about $300 billion last year. We're going to have to take those markets into the trillions of dollars a year to achieve what we need to achieve. We're going to need a whole new generation of innovators, entrepreneurs, architects, policymakers, and financiers to invent new technologies, policies, and business approaches to realize our full clean energy potential and to solve this global climate challenge. And that's where you, our solar decathletes, come in. As Tom Friedman of the New York Times has said, you and your generation are the people we've been waiting for. You and the more than 33,000 former solar decathletes in your network are the leaders who are going to make this happen over the course of your 40-plus year careers ahead of you, leading us to where we need to go in 2050. Through what you've done in the Solar Decathlon here over the past 2 years, you have learned how to build and lead high-impact teams. I've seen that some of these teams, 50 to 100 people, you're managing those kind of people while you're in college. I couldn't manage myself out of a paper bag when I was in college. I'm incredibly impressed. But you also are learning how to design, finance, build, and operate the critical elements that we need to build the clean energy economy. You've learned how to collaborate and work productively with like-minded leaders from all around the world, which is going to be absolutely critical going forward because our climate challenges are truly global challenges. And perhaps most importantly, you've learned how to develop energy technologies and solutions that are not only clean, but affordable and desirable to consumers. It's going to be very important for the technology solutions of the future to be things that people desire, things that people want to buy. So look to your left, look to your right, and look all around you, and make sure that you build those critical long-term relationships with your fellow decathletes, because you are the people who are going to get this done for America and for the world, working together hand in hand to solve the most important challenges we face in the 21st century. When President Obama introduced his climate action plan last year, he spoke about the moral obligation to leave our children a planet that's not polluted or damaged. He said, "When our children's children look us in the eye and ask us if we did all we could to leave them a safer, more stable world with new sources of energy, I want us to be able to say, yes, we did. And with your leadership, I am absolutely confident to say, yes, we will." So I want to close by just thanking each and every one of you for the amazing work that you've done through the Solar Decathlon. And I just want to tell you how proud we are at the Department of Energy to support you. And I want to congratulate you on a job well done. And as you're disassembling your houses over the days to come, I want you not to think of this as the end of something, but the beginning of your career in clean energy. The world needs your leadership to create our clean energy future. We're counting on you to get it done. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Assistant Secretary Danielson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have the announcement of results of our final contest of the 10 decathlon contests, the engineering contest. After that, we will announce the overall third, second, and first place awards of Solar Decathlon 2015. To make the presentation of the engineering contest awards, we are pleased to welcome two of our sustaining level, highest level sponsors, Michelle Orlak, Vice President of Solution Marketing with Schneider Electric, and Tammy Bui, Strategic Communications Manager with Edison International. Thank you both for your continued sponsorship of the Solar Decathlon.
Hi there. I have been carrying my umbrella on stage for each award of the ceremony of Solar Decathlon since 2009, when Schneider became a sustained sponsor. This is to show that despite heavy rains that have been happening during Solar Decathlon competitions in Madrid, in Paris, in China, and also in Washington, D.C., each time, the energy balance has been positive, demonstrating that solar solutions you have been developing are always valid, whatever the climate. Here in California, I took my umbrella to protect me from the sun. Maybe today it's not the situation, and maybe I do not open it, because otherwise I will attract rain. Schneider Electric is proud to be here as a sustained sponsor, together with 100 volunteers, helping the US Department of Energy organization. Schneider Electric is a global specialist in energy management and automation, with 170,000 employees around the world in more than 100 countries. We are ranking number 9 among top corporate global corporations in terms of corporate social responsibility. I would just say thank you for your enthusiasm, thank you for your energy. Thanks to you, as our company slogan says, life is on. Thank you.
Good morning. At Edison International, we are focused on the future. We safely provide reliable, clean energy to the people we serve so that they can experience all the incredible things life has to offer. And speaking of incredible, it has been a pleasure and honor to be alongside 14 of the most creative, technically innovative, and beautiful homes in the future that many of us have ever seen. In fact, I brought 2 of my little ones last weekend. They are 1 and 3. And so I have to admit they were more concerned about how hot it was and how many more gummy bears they could eat. But I will say it was absolutely incredible for me to be able to share with them what is possible. So thank you, decathletes, for showing that to them. And so it has been an honor for me personally to have been a part of this, but for all of the Edison International employees to have been a partner with the Department of Energy, thank you, and thank you to all of you incredible students in the Department of Energy. We believe our future is as bright as the sun that powers all of your homes, and we look forward to working together to create a clean energy world for all of us. On behalf of Edison International, congratulations.
And now, let's get on with a contest announcement. For the Solar Decathlon Engineering Contest, a jury of professional engineers evaluated how well the team's houses represent the best in modern engineering. In their evaluations, they considered engineering innovation, functionality, and reliability. They also looked at the overall efficiency of the engineering solution and the quality of the team's documentation.
The engineering jury congratulates every team for their success in designing and delivering their competition entries for the Solar Decathlon 2015. Your homes exhibit a dazzling display of innovative and integrated engineering solutions. Here is a list of the many systems the jury saw that so impressed them. Disaster-resistant houses, panelized construction, a variety of exciting insulation materials, impressively thermal-resistant windows, a greenhouse, gray water and rainwater collection and treatment systems, radiant heating and cooling systems, evaporative cooling systems, lots of heat pump technologies, phase change material for energy storage, a freeze-tolerant solar water heating system, thermal energy storage using water tanks, integrated PV and water heating, PV integrated into awnings and building glass, an electrical system with both AC and DC distribution, and smart home energy monitoring, controls, and dashboard systems. The jury congratulates all of you. Ultimately, the jury's job was to evaluate and score all the teams. In the top 3 places, the jury chose teams that are a step above the rest of the competition, each for different reasons. And among these 3 teams, it is a very tight contest.
So, now, the third place team in the engineering contest starts with an energy-responsive and flexible architectural design. They combine that with engineering systems to address both energy and water challenges. Within the home, the well-designed air distribution system provides high level of comfort and indoor air quality. Efficiency is enhanced by a novel student-developed smart home monitoring and control system. Most impressively, this team developed an innovative mechanical system that integrates sophisticated water collection and treatment with thermal energy storage. The third place award in the energy contest of the US Department of Energy 2015 competition goes to Texas, Germany.
I would like to thank all of the team members and faculty who couldn't stay here for the 4 weeks like I can. I'm a PhD student and my research is in integrated thermal energy and water storage and management systems, so I'd like to think of this as somewhat validation of my research. So thank you all.
Second place.
Okay, second place. Like so many homes in the competition, the second place team in the engineering contest starts with a high-performing building envelope and deploys a host of passive strategies to reduce energy loads. They meet those reduced loads with a system the jury considers to be the most innovative in the entire competition. This system uses a novel HVAC system that combines heat pump technologies with radiant heating and cooling panels, an efficient indirect, direct evaporative cooling system that is particularly appropriate for their climate, a thermal storage system, and a comprehensive monitoring and control system. The team employs both PV and solar thermal systems, including a solar clothes dryer, a sophisticated electrical distribution with both AC and DC buses. All in all, an impressive suite of state-of-the-art energy technologies that is well-engineered and smoothly integrated. The second place award in the engineering contest goes to Team Orange County. University of California, Irvine, Chapman University, Irvine Valley College, and Saddleback College.
For the record, I never doubted Moritz for a minute. No, that's a joke, but hey, come up here, Moritz. Moritz! This is our project engineer, and we stole him from Germany. I don't know, thank you all very much. My parents are here, so thanks, Mom and Dad. They're both engineers. And Team Orange County!
The first place team in the engineering contest impressed the jury by doing everything so well. It started with documentation, which included high-quality drawings and outstanding analysis. They used multiple modeling tools to inform their engineering designs and conducted physical tests to confirm performance. The building systems reflect the same thoughtful and deliberate approach. The house is designed with a best-in-class envelope and passive design features that drastically reduce energy requirements. Efficient and proven heat pump technologies coupled with an innovative air distribution system and high-efficiency energy recovery ventilator should produce outstanding occupant comfort and a healthy indoor environment. In addition, the house is designed to be resilient in time of disaster, delivering emergency power and hot power even when the utility grid is down. This team is the most successful at balancing innovation, functionality, reliability, and energy efficiency to hit that sweet spot of engineering design. The first place award for engineering in the Solar Decathlon 2015 goes to Team Stevens Institute of Technology.
Well, thank you all so much. I don't really know how I'm going to produce a whole speech right now. Can't tell you quite how I feel. All I can say is this was really a whole team effort here. Every single person you're looking at up here deserves this award. We really put our entire, all our hearts and souls into this project. I cannot thank you guys enough. First and foremost, this is our structural engineer, our head project engineer, Christine. I think we all put a lot of hours into this project, but I can't tell you how many more hours Christine put in than anybody figuring out the engineering behind this project.
You too.
So we are honored to be here. Thank you so much, Richard King. Thank you guys so much, the entire Solar Decathlon. I cannot tell you how amazing an opportunity this is. I think we right here, all of us here, could not be more set up to go into the world and to try and figure out this problem that we have to fix. Thank you all so much.
So thank you, Tammy and Michelle. And now, the moment we've been all waiting for is the overall awards. And, this morning when I got up, out of the 1,000 points, there were 2 points separating Clemson and UC Davis, 1 point separating Crowder, Drury, and Clemson, 2 points separating Missouri S&T and Texas, Germany, and 1 point separating you at Buffalo and Stevens. Hard to get any more competitive than that, don't you think? So, yeah, you guys are all really, really good. So just so that you know, decathlon, 10 contests, each worth 100 points for a total of 1,000. The engineering contest was worth 100 points, and the juries gave their scores to all those. And our competition management team has been busy pulling those scores now into the total overall score. And is Joe Simon here? You got that done yet? There he is. Joe, you got the total? There's Joe. All right, you sure you got them right now? Okay. So here it is. The third place overall goes to California Polytechnic State University, San Luis Obispo.
I don't even know what to say right now. We're just so honored to be here, to have made it through this incredible competition. As I mentioned before, I've just learned so much from each and every one of you and have been truly inspired to be here with all of you. We should all be so proud of ourselves, and there's so many wonderful things ahead of us.
We would really like to thank all of our administration, our faculty have really been the true backbone of this project, seeing that being a whole 2-year process, it takes a lot out of us. We've had several students be a part of this, and to bring that back to the Cal Poly experience, learn by doing is our school's motto, and this totally takes that to the next level. We'd also like to thank all of our sponsors and all of you who are here today with us to experience this journey. It takes all of us to make the Solar Decathlon happen, and we are so grateful for this experience. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Yeah. There it is, second place. The second place overall finisher for the Solar Decathlon, University at Buffalo, State University of New York.
Thank you all. This is truly a tremendous opportunity for us all, especially for our first time competing in the Solar Decathlon, to be up here on the podium in second place. It's huge for us, And it really is all about the team, to have all the architects, all the engineers, all the communications majors, finance, everyone involved. It's been truly the entire team that really got us this trophy, as well as, of course, all our sponsors that helped us get us here to this point. Thank you, everyone.
It's hefty. Yeah. First place. First place. All right. Dave's got a first place trophy to hand out to somebody. Such suspense here. The first place overall winner of the Solar Decathlon 2015 goes to Stevens Institute of Technology.
Wow. You guys heard a lot from me, sorry. Thank you all so much. Again, Richard King, everyone here. We absolutely never could have expected this project to go quite like it did. We are completely ecstatic. I don't think any of us really thought that we were going to quite pull it off the way we did, and we could not be more pumped. I would really like to thank our faculty and our administrators. We have the president of our school over here, President Nariman Farvardin. We understand in this competition how important the support from your school is. We could not have had any more support from our school. He was the backbone of our team. He met with us personally. He really encouraged us every step along the way, and we cannot thank him enough. He really deserves this award, and we couldn't thank him enough. So thank you, President Nariman. So, in addition, our faculty team was a team of absolute all-stars. They are our friends. They are our mentors. Honestly, the stars somehow aligned on this project, and we ended up with a team of rock stars. We could not have been more lucky. Remember watching, sports movies when you're younger, and there's like this insane coach that pushes everyone way too hard, and somehow, though, they are able to achieve something they never thought was possible. This was nothing like that, but this was literally 10 times more intense than that. I never thought we could have achieved what we ended up achieving, and it was because of this faculty team that worked endlessly. The best word for this team is relentless. We were 100% relentless in every little facet of the project, and it was all because of their example that we pushed ourselves to do everything we could. I just hope to God, I am hoping to go into the world and build energy-efficient houses. That's what I want to do with my life. And but I hope someday in my life I can give back to some students what they gave to us on this project. The true meaning of leadership, dedication, and that is why we were able to achieve what we did. So thank you guys, to all our faculty. To our program director, John Nastasi, the director of our graduate program that a couple of us up here are in, really brought the forces together that made this team. To our project manager, Ed May, who I don't think I know anyone in the world who works as hard as Ed May. Right there in the back, I'm sure he doesn't want you to know who he is, but I don't think I could have pushed myself to do the absurd things that I did for this project if it wasn't for someone so dedicated and such a great example. The rest of our faculty, Chris Steffens, one of our head electrical engineer, heading up all the lighting. Again, this entire crew. Really leading from the front. Purchasing managers, Chris Dorado, really the backbone of the team. We have also here Keith Shepard, one of our dean of, mechanical engineering, right? And Clark Snell, our construction manager. As a student construction manager, Clark and I became great friends. We had a lot of long talks, and I think we learned a lot about life on this project. I wish, I'm obviously not going to go through everyone. I hit him first, don't worry, but he could use a second introduction for sure. All right, with that, I'm going to let AJ say a quick word. AJ, just a quick introduction, has been following the project his entire life. He's been to every single solar decathlon. He probably wouldn't tell you that. He came to Stevens to do this project, as I did, and he just wanted to kind of conclude here. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, guys. So Chris has said more than I could ever, but just wanted to iterate. We were really able to come together in the face of adversity of Hurricane Sandy, and that was really what raised us up as a team. So I'm so thankful that we were able to do that. This is a huge deal for our school over in Hoboken, New Jersey, and this is a really big deal for New Jersey. So I just want to thank you all so much.
So let's give all our teams a big congratulations. They all did a wonderful job. And that concludes our award ceremony. Thank you very much, everybody.